Cheers. What's going on, YouTube? My name is June. Let's talk some running. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please like, comment, subscribe. This is my journey as a professional husband, father, and a hobby runner. If you're returning, appreciate the love. Welcome. And this is part 3 of the must know running terminologies. So if you haven't seen the other 2 videos, go ahead and check them out. But these are the last 4 running terms to know as a new or beginner runner. Number 1, bonking or hitting the wall. Now, if you haven't encountered this, you will, and this is typically associated with long runs, but it's a sudden feeling of fatigue, and it's typically due to glycogen depletion or low glycogen levels. And I am way too familiar with this. I've experienced it a couple times, but really hit me on the Chicago Marathon, mile 21. I will never forget, where my body just said, yeah, buddy, you're done. The way to overcome this is to train and run with good source of carbs, sugars, salt. And that's why you'll see a lot of runners taking in what are called goos or gels, right? So I'm still trying to get my body accustomed to that. But to supplement my runs, I typically use honey and just salt. But we'll see how we change it up in the future here. So there you go. Good luck. Number 2, recovery runs. A recovery run is a low intensity run, and is typically done after a hard workout or a hard run. And this helps with, one, getting your body moving, but it does help with recovery. So it helps your recovery quicker. So an example, right? This is sometimes referenced as a zone 1, which feels like you're walking, but it's just a very easy pace run. Again, the purpose is just to get the body moving. That's really it. It's fun. It's recovery. Number 3, and that is cross training. So when you are cross training, you are incorporating other forms of exercise. An example of that is I like to jump on the Peloton, which is right there, especially if my legs are sore or when I was suffering from shin splints. One, it helps keep up with the cardio fitness, but 2, it also alleviates or gives the legs some sort of a break. So while you're recovering from that, you're also keeping up with your cardio or exercise. You can also do weightlifting, swimming, etc. You name it. So kudos, Peloton. The upside or the great thing about cross training is that it improves your overall fitness. So one thing that I'm being adamant now with my training is not only am I running, but there's a huge focus for me on strength training and mobility workouts, as well as biking. So I love swimming. I just can't get to a gym or a pool at this time, but that's also a great form of exercise. Let's get it. Number 4, and last but not least, well, first of all, cheers. I am getting old because I'm drinking black coffee, but it's delicious. Number 4 is splits. So when you hear someone speak or talk about splits, what they are referencing is the time that it's taking them to run part of their workout um, or part of a race, right? And you're tracking this within a mile or kilometer. Um, Now, when I've done it, and especially now that I'm trying to get faster, right, is I'm timing the amount of time, wow, that it takes me to run a certain distance or, again, part of my mile. Um, Now, the great thing about this, right, is the consistency is to get faster, build endurance, build strength in the legs. Um, so, yeah, pretty easy, pretty simple. I smell Christmas. Christmas is in the air. Here you have it. 4 must know terms plus the 5 from the previous video plus the other 5 from the previous video. As always, please like, comment, subscribe if you want to follow on my journey. And I have some very exciting news that I'm going to hold off for the next video so that you can come back. But starting December 2nd, I'm going to go into a 20-week training block that's going to prep me for my next race or my next marathon, which is coming up in April. So I will keep you posted. And number 2, within that, I also have a 5-mile race in Chicago that I'm going to squeeze in there as part of my training block. So excited for the beginning of 2025. So if you want to track along, if you're a beginner runner, a new runner, and would like to see what I'm doing and what's working for me, I'd love to have you back. Like I said, always like, comment, subscribe. My name is June. Adios. Cheers.